Hi, and welcome to another episode of VMM Diaries. And I'm here with my colleague, Bookie.
Hi.
So, yes, today we have another very important topic, and I think we will all identify with this one. So, we're going to be talking about I think we all face it at some point or the other, and it's self doubt. It's just doubting yourself and always wondering if you're good enough, especially within the creative industry, and especially with the dawn and the explosion of social media where everyone gets to see what others are doing and at what stage they're doing it at, but we don't really know the behind the scenes. So we're constantly comparing our stage 1 to someone's stage 10. And I think self-doubt is one of the biggest challenges for creatives. I don't sometimes it's funny because the people that you look at and you admire so much also struggle with it because they're also, like doubting themselves, and you wonder why are you doubting yourself when I when I've been admiring you for so long. But yeah, basically it's something that we all go through. So yeah, we're going to be talking about this because I have suffered with it. I still suffer with it. I still question myself constantly, daily. And I know Bookie will agree with me because she has given me so many pep talks and so many kicks up the backside about letting that shit go, and just doing what I'm doing, because at the end of the day, the results always justify.
I live by the belief that all fingers on one hand are not equal.
Exactly.
So you're doing yourself a disservice constantly comparing yourself to other people and what they're doing. They may not necessarily have the same financial start as you. They might not necessarily have the same connections as you, and vice versa. So everyone's start in the race isn't on equal footing per se. So it's just like, to be worrying about what everyone else is doing, it's just going to give you a headache, and you're just going to feel shit about yourself, and then
really does.
That's just going to hinder your process and your creative process. But I also understand that that's a lot easier said than done.
It's a daily struggle.
Of course, like, it's easy for me to be like, Thomasina, just shake it off and get to work. Like, but again, like you said, it's the day-to-day struggle. And it's also mental, like, how do you coach and condition yourself not to focus on other people's Instagram pages and look at all the followers they have and look at all the likes that they have. And sometimes as well, it can unfortunately lead to that spirit of jealousy. And that's not where you're trying to go
at all.
Like, it's not that you're not supportive.
For me, I just feel like I've never really even had that spirit of envy, or like, it's never really crossed my mind to be jealous of someone else's success. I celebrate people a lot. I love to see people win. I love to talk about, and that's why I do what I do. I believe in telling of stories that chronicle you to this stage of success. The way that I think, it's like, I really couldn't give a damn about your success, because it's all our successes when you win. But what is so important to me is, how did you get there? How did you
beat the odds?
But especially the mental, because people don't talk about the mental stages of this journey.
I mean, the days when things go wrong.
Oh my God.
The days
when you're constantly crying. The days when you feel complete, utter shitty about yourself, about who you are, about your looks, about your work, about everything. It's not even about people noticing your work. It's just that emotional struggle, that trying to find that balance, juggling so many things at the same time. And it's like, I want to know these things, not because not because we want to shame anything. I just feel like that is the most powerful stories to tell. Those stories makes me feel like I'm not alone. Like, okay, you actually are human. Like, yeah, okay, you actually went through this.
Yeah.
And the God honest truth, like, I have a typical example, and that's my colleague Eddie. Eddie and I, we've known each other for years now. We've worked together when we were
from the beginning.
from the beginning, like even like our uni days. We've started so many projects together. We've worked together. We've seen each other's lowest points. When I talk about low points, I'm not just talking about, the financials. I'm talking about the emotional, mental, even the spiritual side of things, where you feel like giving up completely, where your private life is a complete mess, where you feel like you can't go on, like there's nothing else, to do to get you to where you're supposed to go. Or what I'm trying to say is, Eddie started something great. We're both doing, like publications. But it's so interesting and so beautiful to see that even though he's doing something completely opposite from what I'm doing, our struggles they mirror each other.
Yeah.
What he's going through, I go through. What I go through, he goes through. It's like that journey climbing up. We have the same struggles, we have the same issues, we have the same problems, we have the same breakdowns, we're constantly on the phone to each other, trying to understand this journey that we're going through. Now that's someone who I can success when it comes for him. I know what he's been through. I know what he's gone through. I know the pain that has propelled him to where he is.
Yeah.
It's not something that started in a day, a week, a month. It's been years of consistent hard work, and you facing the same problems, the same challenges. It's not even the physical problems. It's not the physical challenge. It's mostly the emotional and the mental, which is so hard. And it all boils down to how you see your self-worth. If you don't believe in your why you started what you started, if you don't have that pep talk to yourself constantly to believe in why you started and why you feel that this is important to the world, and why you feel and truly believe that what you're doing is important to society, you will constantly question yourself every single time. Before you even create an image, before you create clothing, before you do anything, you're comparing, you're wondering, is this good enough? Am I doing it? And you're constantly looking for validation. You fall into this dilemma of procrastination because you don't even feel like doing anything. Self-doubt is a killer. And I'm just going to end this here because we're going to carry on. There's going to be another episode where we're going to keep talking about this. How I've dealt with it is by constantly going back to the drawing board and seeing why I started. Always understanding why VMM is important. And that is what's keeping me going, because there's so many publications coming up now that are succeeding and paving ways and doing better than me that I've been in the game for so long, and for various reasons. But I know why I started. I know what I want to achieve with VMM. And that is what removes and eliminates my self-doubt and my struggle with comparison. Kill every self-doubt. If you believe in yourself, believe in yourself. Be true to yourself. Know why you started. Know why you're doing what you're doing. And just hold on to your why and believe in yourself. Don't let self-doubt cripple you or tear you to pieces. So yeah, we're just going to end here because we know we're running out of time. It's 10 minutes. So we're just going to say, yeah, have a good day. Have a good one. And see you soon.